So POSSE stands for Peer Outreach Support Services and Education. We are a program for youth who are 15 to 30 years of age. We operate in the communities of Sackville, West Hants, and Sebeganagady, and we train youth in each of those communities to be peer outreach workers so that they learn how to support each other from a harm reduction and human rights perspective. They go through training from about November until June, and then we're literally like backpacks on our backs. We're walking around in communities and we're meeting youth where they're at, whether that be in parking lots, at parks, hanging out in the mall, we're maybe making a house call, literally meeting youth where they're at to support them in whatever their needs might be, whether that's like information on how to be safer or support, whether they need accompaniments or referrals.
I started working with POSSE in 2019, just when it kind of first started. It just really spoke to my beliefs about harm reduction and human rights, and that knowledge that we're all just people kind of making our way through this world, looking for places, soft places to land.
Again, being able to talk to people and do group presentations, because I had trouble doing that. And I gained a lot of harm reduction skills and just in general learned how to help people.
I know my confidence and my self-esteem and self-worth went up.
Well, one, I've gotten so much more knowledge, and just being able to go out and talk to new people, and not just people within my comfort zone, and just being able to be a better community member.
Being able to like walk up to people, I think, like it's almost like cold calling but in real life, and it can be really difficult to just like walk up to a stranger that you've literally never met, and especially when they're not expecting anybody to walk up to them and like care about them. So it can kind of catch them off guard, but yeah, I've definitely gotten a lot better at doing that, as well as like when people are coming into our office and they're almost cold calling us, still being able to like connect in that way that's meaningful and genuine, and it's not just like robotic. Yeah.
There's so much I've learned from this program. They've given me so many life skills and employability skills, and I've just overall learned a lot about at-risk communities and youth that may be a part of at-risk communities.
I gain skills every day. I mean, I step into this with some life experience and some education, which maybe makes it sound like I'm going to be the one teaching people, but the reality is I learned from people every single day. They're teaching me as much as I'm teaching them.
I would recommend this program to anyone who is looking to work with people in any capacity, because we do so much. We have the like social services aspect with like housing and like harm reduction supplies, but there's also just that human interaction that can help for any future job. So it doesn't have to be a permanent place, like or a permanent like volunteer position, but it helps people, kind of bridges that gap, and makes it easier for them to transition to another area, I guess.
I'd recommend it because if you're looking for a helpful, accepting group, especially like if you're LGBTQ+, it doesn't discriminate and stuff.
I would recommend the program, one, because the people here are awesome, and two, you gain so much knowledge, not just about others, how to help others, how to connect with others, but about yourself, and you get to learn more about yourself, which is great.
I would recommend this program because it's really educational and it helps a lot of people, and it can really bring you to new places. I started out as a volunteer and I'm working full-time with POSSE now, so it can really get you some places you never thought you'd.
If you want to be like a leader in your community or just among your peer group, to be able to have the capacity to respond to folks when they're in crisis or when they're in need, it's really important. You become a bit of a touchstone to your friends and just help keeping your community and yourself safe and full of knowledge.
For me, it's helped me in the sense that I've gained a lot of experience. So I'm wanted to go to school for social work for quite a bit of time, and by starting working in this program and volunteering for them, I have been able to gain the experience and the knowledge in order to help me further in my education.
I was in social services at NSCC, and this program took that education further and taught me a lot about homelessness, human rights, LGBTQ youth, how to support harm reduction and support everyone's equal human rights.
So I'm actually currently employed with POSSE, and I would say it's given me like more experience than I've actually gotten in my undergraduate degree, which was in psychology, and probably more experience than my second degree, which was in actually community outreach and addictions. So I was able to use that advanced diploma to work to my advantage with this position, where we're doing outreach and we're doing like walk-ins in the office.
It really taught me a lot about mental health and addictions and harm reduction. It educated me a lot about things like safer substance use and how to help people in a crisis and suicide prevention and many.
Well, the people are awesome. They're all so friendly, so accepting, and the space is, it's just a comfort zone, and it's a place where you can just be yourself.